Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. How are you, my soleh students? May Allah always protect us from any disease every time and everywhere. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to finish the IPT test. I wish you got the maximal score as much as you can do. Yeah. Um, as long you do your best, I can make sure that you will be good the best. Okay, so students, while this Hubul Quran, we are going to still continue our lesson in math. So today we are going to continue the lesson. It's mathematics, and we have the new topic, which is the topic is we are going to discuss about uh, pictograms. So our topic is looking at pictograms. So I have two friends here. The names is Walt and Wilf. I have two friends, Walt and Wilf. Wilf. And Walt say, what do you read pictograms? And Wilf say, by the end of the lesson, can you making pictogram with scales? So that is Walt and Wilf is represent me to tell you that our learning objectives. So our learning objectives is how to read a pictograms and then how to making pictograms with scales. Okay, so let's start it, students. For example, I have an example here. Mika is a name of the people. Mika keeps a tally of the favorite colors of a group of children. So this is the data from favorite colors of the children's. So there are 5 color which are red, blue, yellow, green, and white. And then the frequency is the represent in the right side in the part tally and the frequency. 15 children like red, 18 children like blue, 9 children like yellow, 12 children like green, and the last 3 children like white. And then I want you to make it the pictograms from this data. Pictograms, how the pictograms looks like. Let's see. What should be on a pictogram? Before we started to make it a pictograms, we have to know what should be on a pictogram. Apa sih yang harus ada dalam pictograms? So you can see the first is make sure that you include a title to tell the reader what your pictogram is about. Title, judul ya. Silakan sampaikan judulnya. And then the second is put the answer or groups down one side of the page and then draw a line. Do you want to draw a line or not to draw a line? Depend on you, but it is better to draw a line. I will draw a line for you here, yeah. So we have space between the groups and then the pictograms. So actually to make it pictograms there are two kind. You want to make it in the horizontal one like this. Kalian mau taruh ininya di bagian sini. Groupsnya in this part, or do you want to put it in below? Depend on you. Terserah. Okay. The third is use an appropriate picture to represent your data. Because we talk about pictograms, which is picture grams, it means you have to using a picture to represent the data. Kita harus menggunakan gambar untuk menyatakan suatu data. And then it is better to use appropriate picture untuk menggunakan suitable picture, menggunakan gambar yang tepat ya. In this case, because we talk about favorite color of the children, you may to using a picture of the people atau boleh juga pakai emoticon and the others. Yang jelas ada berhubungan lah dengan judul yang kita ambil. And the most important that you have to put is make sure that you include a K to explain what each of the picture represent. The K is a scale ya. Jadi K itu maksudnya adalah skalanya. Kalian menggunakannya satu gambar wajah itu mewakili berapa orang, menunjukkan berapa orang. That's important to put it. In this case, I use each face represent 3 pupil. 3 pupils. So each face represent 3 pupils. Jadi satu gambar kepala orang ini mewakili 3 orang. Jadi walaupun gambarnya satu, sebenarnya dia mewakili 3 orang. And then, let's see ya. How many people like each color? Kalau misalnya kita tidak mengetahui sebelumnya datanya, we want to know how many people like each color. Okay, the first is 15. Why 15? Because remember I put a K or scale 3, ya kan? Saya taruh skalanya 3. Kemudian how many face of the pupil here? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It means I have to make it 5 times 3 because one face represent 3 pupils, so it's equal to 15. Dikali 3 karena satu kepala itu mewakili 3 orang. And then next, that's so on. It is 18. This is 9. This is 12. This is 3. Sama ya, sama caranya. It is same. Ini ada 6 kepala, berarti 6 dikali 3. Sama dengan 18. Ini 3 times 3 is equal to 9. And it is also 4 times 3. It is 12. And the last is 1 times 3 is equal to 3. Again, I told you why I multiply by 3, because that is the represent of one head of the people. Satu kepala orang mewakili 3 orang. Okay, next. I have a question. How many children like red and white all together? Okay, from this question you can see red and white all together. So you have to finding first how many pupils they like red. It is 5. Yeah, 5 plus 1. It is 6, right? And then 5 plus 1, it is 6. So 6 you have to multiply by 3. 6 kali 3, it is 18. So there are 18 people that like red and white all together. Question number 2. Yeah, I suppose you don't know this one, yeah. Suppose you don't know the total. You not yet to know it this one. So I will close it first. Okay. Now question number 2. How many more children like blue than green? You can see blue then green. How many children like blue than green? It means you have to subtract blue and green. Blue, it is 6 head, and then for yellow it is 3 picture. So it means 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. And then after that you may say 3 times 3 it's equal to 9. Okay deh. So there are 9 people that like more, that 9 more children like blue than green. That's it. Nah, we move to the others. It's same. We have still Mika here, but with different data. the color is only 4, red, blue, yellow, and green. And then Mika represent the data by this one. You can see I choose the scale or the K is 2. Kalau tadi 3, sekarang 2. So, one head is represent 2 pupils. Jadi satu kepala orang mewakili 2. Satu kepala mewakili 2 orang. Iya kan? Berarti kalau misalnya ini kita bisa lihat, you can see here. You can see here, so this is how many people here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 2 is equal to 16. Okay, it is 16. And then how about this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 5 times 2 is equal to 10. Sorry. So it is from this to this. This 5, and we still have a half, and it is said 2 pupils for 1 head. So if I just have a half, it means only 1 people. So we add 1. It's equal to 11. And like that, so on. 3 times 2 is equal to 6. And the last is same 3 times 2 from this, yeah, like from this to this, we don't put it the half first, is equal to 6, and we add it by the half. It is 1 plus 1 is equal to 7. Okay, so we have the data 16, 11, 6, and 7. The question is, how many pupils are there all together? So kita punya data ini saja, tidak punya angka-angkanya. And we want to know how many pupils are there together. Jadi you have to counting how many pupils, how many head here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yang setengah kita ambil nanti ya. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we have 19 times 2 is equal to 38. And then we still have a half here, and then we still have a half here. It means plus 1 plus 1. So it's equal to 40. So there are 40 pupils are there all together. Okay, students, if you still didn't understand the topic, you might to repeat it the video. And then to more understanding, your task is do page 99 until 100, which is number 1 and 2 only. Actually, there are 3 numbers, but I asking you just do number 1 and 2 only. Okay, students, I think that's all about our topic today. I'm very thank you so much for watching this video. Hoping you understand about my explanation. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you in the next time.